Hey guys, I have a question. What's in the box? I got a box. What's in it? Let's find out. I think you're gonna enjoy this. Because it's a box full of tiny starships of all kinds. Let's get to it. Welcome back, guys. I'm Captain Foley, and as you saw, today we're looking at tiny Trek ships. This can be anything from micro machines to FASA miniatures to Starfleet Battles miniatures. Yes, they are different. There's some Hot Wheels in there, I believe, and probably some Johnny Lightning. So a bunch of different small Trek ships. These have been in there for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, since the flood at least, where I had to clean some stuff up. So some of the pieces in there I know are going to be broken. They were broken before they went in. Other ones might be damaged as a result of being in that box. I had nowhere else to put them, and unfortunately they all got shoved in this box. Now, that can mean bent nacelles, that can be broken nacelles, that can mean a number of different things. Like I said, I know some of them are already damaged when they went in. I just had no other way to store them. So what we're gonna do is take them all out, look at them in detail, and see what we have exactly and what needs fixing. And if I need to fix it, I will fix it and show you the finished results at the end, hopefully. But yeah, this should be a fun look at a lot of tiny Trek ships. Like I said, there's many different kinds in here. We'll talk about each one as we go through, but make sure you hit like and comment down below as you're watching the video if you have any of these, if you've never seen them before, whatever. Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's take a look at these things. All right, starting out strong with a FASA miniature. This is my Excelsior. Yes, it is broken. I knew this before it went in. These I painted years ago when I was a teenager. So it's just regular model paint on these metal FASA ships. So I did all of the blinkies in red, which is not correct, obviously, but some details like that. Me and my brother did use these for Starfleet Battles, even though these are not Starfleet Battles miniatures, they're FASA, but there is a difference, and we'll talk about that when we see some of the Starfleet Battles ones, assuming that they're in this box. But yeah, so I'm going to have to find the nacelle, get this one fixed. But these have the plastic stands with the hex pattern for the hex maps and whatnot. So yeah, there's one of my Excelsiors. And not the best paint job, I realize. It's hard to paint something that small with the brushes and the paint that I was using at the time. Plus, I was a lot younger, so don't judge me. So anyway, yes, we're going to set this one aside and hopefully have it repaired by the end of the video. Let's see what's next. One of the Kelvin verse Burger King toys. Sound effects still work. So yeah, this is the JJ Prize. Look, correct colored Bizarre collectors on it. Deflector. And proportion-wise, it's actually correct. The spacing on those nacelles is perfect. Of course, the length isn't, but the distance they are apart from each other in relation to the saucer is correct. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with the JJ Enterprise, is these are way too close together and it looks just stupid. This looks much better, even if it is a morphed kind of chunky version of the ship. And yeah, the effect still works of the flyby effect. So, all right, there's that one. Burger King also had like a tricorder and some other stuff. I have the tricorder in the other room, but and also the glasses. I have all of the collectible glasses that they had as well. Anyway, what's next? Long range scan has detected a Romulan, sir. That is the Z1 Nova class battle cruiser, Romulan battle cruiser from FASA. This is a chunky boy. This is one of the biggest miniatures that they had, and it's got a substantial amount of weight to it. The coloring I did because, like I said, we were playing Starfleet Battles, which is TOS era, so I wanted to paint it in a TOS era colors, and as a result, we've got the white with the orange and the black. I know it's not correct at all, and don't make fun of me for the paint job. It is what it is. And I don't think this one has a stand anymore. There's of course the hole for the stand right there, but it's a no stand. But yeah, this is a motion picture era Romulan battlecruiser design, essentially. So yeah, the Z1 Nova class. All right, what's next? So next up is the USS, whatever that is, NCC 58925. It is a Olympic class. It's the medical ship that Beverly has in All Good Things, in which case it would be the USS Pasteur, I believe. But yeah, it's Olympic class. This is quite a small one as well. You can see about the size of my hand in comparison. It's from Japan. Got a bunch of these that I got sent by a friend of mine from Japan, and this is just one of them here. Kind of see the detail on the front. Can't really get a name on the ship, unless you can see it better than I can, which maybe is the case. But you do have the medical symbol on there. Nicely detailed. I have another one up here. Sorry, just up here. The Constellation. NCC 1017. With battle damaged Constellation. Again, very small. There it is, going into the mouth of the Doomsday Machine. That's the Eagle Moss Doomsday Machine there. Get that classic shot. There we go. So yeah, that's it there. There are more in the box. This one, of course, is up here because, you know, to display my Eagle Moss Doomsday Machine, it kind of makes sense to have one that's the same scale-ish. It's a little big for the Doomsday Machine, but still, it works pretty well in this instance. So, yeah, that's the battle-damaged one. You can see all the scoring on the hull. And it's NCC 1017. So that's that there. All right, let's back down. So yeah, there's the Olympic, and it's a nice little one. There's a few different sizes of these ones from Japan, which I'm sure we'll get to more of them in here in a second. So let's move on. So next we pulled out this stand. Not sure which one this was for. I will put this aside for now, and we'll find the ships for these later. Long-range scans detect ship decloaking. It is the Trekyards. This is the Micro Machines version. I will be having to find the stands as we go here because they are in there, I'm sure, but I'm just going to pull them out as I find them. So yeah, that is the Trekyards, which is very dusty. This was out on a shelf for a long time before I put it away. You can see the dust on the inner part there. Oh, that's embarrassing. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, just a standard Micro Machine Trekyards. Probably one of the best Micro Machines. Everybody loves the Trekyards. A lot of nice detail on that. So, look how dusty it. I need to dust it. Oh my god. Dust your starships, guys. Alright. Moving on. Followed up immediately by Sulu's ship, NCC 2000, USS Excelsior. This is, of course, another Micro Machines. This one, I'm not the biggest fan of because of the way this saucer is on the bottom. It curls down funny and just looks funky. It's always been like that. But there you got the detail of the secondary hull. Little banner on the side. The Excelsior from Micro Machines. I need to do a video kind of talking about the history of the Star Trek Micro Machines. I got a bunch that are still in boxes, gift sets and collection sets and stuff. So I'll need to do that at some point. But yeah, there's the Excelsior. So let me know in the comments if you have this one, if this is one of your favorite ships, what you think about Micro Machines as a whole. And does yours have this problem with the underside of the saucer being kind of, for lack of a better term, lippy? It's like it's talking back to me. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we got a fairly chunky Reliant. Like, it's pretty big. I think this is a Johnny Lightning one. I could be wrong, however. We'll find the stand and we'll know. It does say EA there. But yeah, there's some of the detail on the bottom. You got your nacelles. Now the back part is kind of rubbery, and as a result it's yellowed quite substantially, but nice detail on them. And you got Starship USS Reliance, United Federation of Planets, NCC 1864. That tri-stripe banner there. Reliant, your shuttle bays, and then your registry and stuff. Like I said, once we find the stand, I'll show it again on the stand. But yeah, the Reliant 1701D. Now this is from one of the games I have. What's the game now? My God, I can't remember. Anyway, it's got the Galaxy class there and the stats. There is a base for it, which I'll find in a minute, hopefully. But there is the ship itself. You got all your escape pods. And this game is good for their starship miniatures. Kind of a smooth texturing on the bottom of it, though. But of course, no registry because it is a game. It can be any Galaxy class ship. So, but yeah, there's the stats for it. What the hell is the name of that game again? Comment down below. I'll remember it, I'm sure. But continuing on with the Micro Machines, we got here the Constitution class, USS Enterprise. Even that sensor dish, I mean, didn't need to be like that, like detailed, but it is. I mean, even though it's not a point, because that would break off and be too small, they did a good job of having it represent what it should be, right? You got some of the markings on the side. The saucer is bent up a little bit, doesn't align with the nacelles. I kind of hate that. But there's the top detailing. The nacelles. Again, I'll find the stand for these. But these Micro Machines don't have specific stands. Other ones makes of these do, where they have the name on the base. So, but yeah, so there's the TOS Enterprise. Next up is one of my favorite classes of ships, the Andor class from FASA. This is an Andorian designed Federation starship, and it is basically a torpedo gunboat. I just love the configuration of this. I just think that's so cool. The bottom has a secondary hull. And again, yeah, this is one of the FASA miniatures, so it's metal, quite hefty, difficult to paint. You can see a lot of the paint chipping off there, and the white paint that I used 20, 30 years ago now or more is yellowing. But again, all red blinkies, and those blue crystals on the back of the nacelles, the impulse crystal, the deflector, painted blue, really thick striping. But again, painted with toothpicks, those stripes. So anyway, so yeah, the Andor class, one of my absolute favorite Federation designs, honestly. I think it's so cool. And I have a bunch more Andor classes that I got from Shapeways. There's like a TOS version one and whatnot, so Andor class for the win. Now for one of the least impressive in there that I know for sure. These, when you bought these miniatures, they came in a pack of 3 because they are so small. These are Orion ships from FASA. Just small little, I believe they're scout ships or transports. But yeah, not much to them. So I had like 3 of them. And yeah, I tried to paint some detail on them, but again, very, very small. Micro Machines, TOS, Romulan bird of prey. Got to show the detail on that bird at the bottom. Beautiful, stunning. And then the top detail, again, super dusty because they were on shelves for years and then had to be packed away in a hurry, pretty much. So anyway, there it is. And cool enough, I have my, this was right beside it in the box, but it's my FASA TOS Romulan bird of prey that I painted, again, 30 years ago, probably, or more. But there it is there for comparison. Gotta bend this one to sell. See, the problem with these metal ones is it's a soft metal, so you can bend them. But anyway, so there's the bird I painted on the bottom. Actually, 100% truth and transparency. My brother Steve painted that bird for me. But he's always been a fan of the Romulans. He's pretty much the Romulans anytime we play Starfleet battles. So this was used as a miniature for Starfleet battles for us for years. Because the hex grid pattern is the same as the FASA and size-wise as well. So these can be used for Starfleet battles. But anyway, so there are the bottom of the 2. Yeah, the Micro Machines is better, but I mean, come on. So this shows why I was using this color on the Z1 Nova to tie them together, because even though this is a motion picture era Romulan ship, I wanted it to be like TOS, so I just kept that paint scheme instead of going with the green that it maybe should be. But anyway, so yeah, those 2 are a thing. Vor'cha class, again from that game I can't remember, but really fantastic miniatures they have. Keep in mind, these aren't all of my small ships. Like I said, there are some scattered throughout the house, and I have some upstairs in the ready room. I have the Constellation that I've already shown you. I have one of my favorites in the other room. Let me go show you that. And that would be this little guy right here, which is the FASA bird of prey, Klingon bird of prey. Again, I've had it for years. And as you can see, these guns are pretty fragile. That's why it was not put in the box with those, because I've kept this good for, again, 30 years. Got some red detailing on the wings at the bottom there. But I don't want those guns to snap off, and they never have, and they are super thin metal, so they will snap. So this has always been taken care of and kind of moved and stored carefully. Again, it's very dusty, but so yeah, this one unfortunately won't be seen. Wouldn't have been seen in today's video if I hadn't shown you, but there it is there. And yeah, kept nice and safe on the shelf over here, kind of out of the way for now. But yeah, let me know, would you like to have a video on some of this stuff also? I don't know. Comment. Others of my small ships are in here. These are a lot of the hallmark ornaments. Probably some micro machines and stuff in here as well. But yeah, there's lots of miscellaneous stuff in here, which I could look at some point also, if you guys wish it. So let me know in the comment section. Anyway, back to the box. So we were looking at this Vor'cha here, and there, we looked at it. I'm going to put it over here with this one because I need to find the bases for these. And then we got my little FASA Grissom, or Oberth class. I know the paint job looks awful when you zoom in. I mean, from a distance it doesn't look so bad though, but did the best I could with what I had at the time. But yeah, little Oberth class. Now I do have a Japanese one from Vor'cha, which I've done a video on. I might actually link that at the end of this video. We'll see. The Vor'cha Oberth Grissom. But again, it's pretty small. So, but yeah, one of my favorite designs. I do like the Oberth class. It's a very unique look. So it's always been kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Also, these FASA miniatures come in like 3 pieces in most cases. This one would have had the top part, and then were the struts built into this one? Yeah. So the bottom secondary hull with the struts and then the top part were separate in the little packaging. And then you had to like super glue them together and then paint them. So anyway, what's next? Yet another one of those Orion ships. This one I had painted some like damage on it, but yeah. So another Trekyards. Again, this is from that game. Here is the piece. You can tell it was water damaged because, like I said, these were in the flood when we had our basement flooded. So these were picked up and saved as well as they could be at the time. But anyway, so we've had the micro machine one, and now we've got the one from the game. Both pretty cool. Just wish I could remember the name of this game. Anyway, so more Romulans. Aha! I found a micro machine stand. So now I can put on the Enterprise. So there it is on the stand. The stand is quite yellowed and again dusty. Sorry about that. But yeah, the clear plastic kind of yellows over time. And it's a little bit wobbly here, but you can change the orientation of the ship and have it face the other way on the stand, which provides a little bit more stability. But anyway, yes, going to be a bunch of stands coming out soon, which I won't show you all of them, obviously. Let's take another look in the box real quick. There's some stuff to look forward to in there. All right, continuing on. Continuing on, another FASA. Here is the D7, or is this a Katinga? It'd be a Katinga if it's FASA. But anyway, Got the little Klingon emblem painted on there. And on the bottom there. Very hard to paint something that small, by the way. But anyway, little D7 or Katinga, whichever you prefer. On the base for that Reliance, no real help on which company it is. It's not EA Games. Is that hair in there? Oh my god. This mat's just getting dirtier and dirtier. Anyway, so yeah, that's... If you recognize it, let me know, but this is the one for the Reliant here. Got the ball joints. So there it is on the stand, and you can turn it a little bit on there, so display it how you like. But yeah, all right, let's put that back over here. Here's a legit D7. This is the Micro Machines one. Got some nice detail on there. And on the bottom as well. Yeah, a legit D7 Micro Machine versus my FASA miniature. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Here is my Johnny Lightning Voyager. Pretty decent size. Does have articulating nacelles as well, which I don't want to break them. This one moves a little bit freer than the other one, but they do articulate up. So, nice detailing, nice bases that show the ship name and the registry. But yeah, got the little Aero shuttle in there as well. Nice detail on these. So yeah, the Johnny Lightning Voyager. The Johnny Lightning future USS Enterprise 1701D. This is the Enterprise X. Now I do have a gun broken off there, right there, and then the tips of that one, I don't even know if it had the tips, to be honest. But there's the third nacelle, phaser lance on the bottom, the beefed up impulse engine, the more robust armed nacelles. And these Johnny Lightning ones also have saucer separation, so you can pop the saucer off. And yeah. Future Enterprise D. Moving on. The FASA Klingon D10. Big boy that it is. Again, I put the Klingon symbol on there on the bottom and the top. But yeah, it's a bruiser as far as Klingons go. Cool ship. These little hairs, when you focus in on them, really stand out. I apologize. This is just getting dirtier and dirtier because this box just has dust and hair in it. I apologize. Anyways, there it is, the D10. Can't see the stand for this one yet, but here is the Johnny Lightning Mirror Universe Enterprise, ISS Enterprise, with the Terran Empire markings on it. The bottom's just exactly the same as the regular one. But Yeah, the ISS Mirror Universe NX-01. One of the Dreadnoughts. This is the Federation class, I believe. This is also a Starfleet Battles miniature because it's the TOS ships. This one is metal. There are Starfleet battleships later that were plastic, which I have a few of those as well. But here's one of the Dreadnoughts. And if you guys know anything about me, you know that I love my Dreadnoughts. So maybe this isn't the Federation class. Those nacelle configurations are different. I do have a Federation class in here. We're going to put this one aside for now. But this is one of the Dreadnoughts from Starfleet Battles. We got this one, 2 nacelles, 2 secondary hulls. Cannot remember the class name off the top of my head. I apologize for that. A little bit of corrosion on the metal, but there you see the secondary hulls with the deflectors or sensors. And yes, totally forget this class of ship. The Johnny Lightning Standard Enterprise D. This one I'm not touching because even though its saucer separates, the peg broke off and I had it glued at one point. The peg goes in there where the bridge goes, but yeah, so that needs to be repaired because it barely sits on there. You can get it to sit, but anyway, yeah. Enterprise D, Johnny Lightning. Now, this one's a sad state of affairs. This is one of my ships from Star Trek Online, USS Executioner, NCC 612674-A. It is one of the 3D printed game ships you could get from them. It does have swept back nacelles, what they have broken off, and I did repair it at one point. I need to repair it again though. But yeah, it's got like a blue striping on it as well. And it's just sad that it's broken. But these game print ships were pretty cool. But those nacelles always had sag because these are very thin and they just didn't hold up very well. I need to repair that. That's what got me kind of sad, actually. But anyway, no sense crying over spilt nacelles. Micro Machines Reliant. Again, super dusty. Need to get in there with like a Q-tip and dust this, but there's the Reliance. A nice Reliant automobile. I mean, a nice Reliant starship. You can definitely count on it. A little bit of sag on the saucer. The problem with these, they're kind of a soft rubbery material, and as a result, they get some sag in some places. But anyway, the Reliant Micro Machines. Negvar. This one is, I believe, a Micro Machines. Yeah, I think it is. Nice details on it. 1993. Yeah, the Negvar. You got this one, which is basically like a TOS Reliance. The stand hole broke off in there, god damn it. Anyway, yeah, nothing to it. Forget the name of this class. It's not the Saladin, or sorry, it's not the Ptolemy class, that's what I meant to say, which is the Tug, although I do have one of those, I believe, in here. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. Again, nice detailing on that, but again, corroding, needs to be cleaned up. We've got an Ares class as well. Again, a lot of corrosion on there. but the Ares class. The Micro Machines Enterprise D. Very tiny. A nice detail on these Micro Machines. Look how fuzzy it is from the dust. Oh my god. That's disgusting. And I can't even get my finger in there to clean it. I need to get a Q-tip or something. Oh, it's embarrassing. And then this, I'm sorry guys. There's a Katinga. This is from that game. But a lot of nice detailing on these miniatures for this game. Katinga. There's this one, which is the Bellerothon class, I believe. I like the design of these. I really do. They're cool look to them. But again, some corrosion going on that metal. And this one as well. We got the secondary hull in the middle there again with the broken off stand. My god. The cells, the roll bar with the impulse engines on it. I believe those are impulse engines and not photon launchers. Although I think they might be photon launchers. Anyway, again, forget the name of this class, which is a shame and embarrassing, but that's fine. Anyway, so, yeah, whatever this is. We've got this one that was made by my buddy Blappy, the USS Pompei. It is just basically a TOS Reliant type. Yes, those are meant to come off. They got little pegs to attach them. I mean, it was glued. I need to fix that. But anyway, I will get around to repairing that at some point. But anyway, there it is, the Pompei, which is probably what this other one was. This one here, because it's the same configuration, so. All right, here's the true Federation class. This is a Starfleet Battles miniature, but one of the plastic ones. Much better detail, honestly. And as you can see, the cells sit up on the Federation class, just as I thought. I forget what class this is, with the straight out nacelles. It's a bit different profile and look as well. I can't remember this class name, though, off the top of my head. But yeah, that's one of my favorite ship designs, the Federation class right there. And again, broken stand, so had to be glued. But anyway. Yeah, Starfleet Battles miniatures. I have the boxes for these ones over here. There's behind Optimus there. That's the Federation class right there. Which were sent to me directly from Japan, so. See what's next. Another of the Starfleet Battles miniatures. This is just the regular Constitution class. But yeah, Connie for the win. Pulled out the other ones from that set. Here you got the Ptolemy class, which is the Tug. It's got the Tug thing on the back. Sensor dish on the bottom there. Then you got the Saladin class, or Saladin, whatever you prefer. But two of those. And then these are the Tug modules for the Ptolemy, which slide in just like that. So I got to put the deflector back on the pod there, but there is the Ptolemy class with some cargo containers. Again, Starfleet Battles for the win. Another one of the FASA Romulan ships. I can't recall the name of this one offhand, but again, I went with that TOS kind of inspired paint job. Awful, I know, but anyway, there it is. Wing motif detail. Yet another, I believe, Micro Machine Connie, but it's a slightly different size than the other one. Just a little bit, yeah, this one's a little bit smaller, so I'm not sure if it's exactly a Micro Machine. I believe it is. Maybe this one isn't. No, they got the same sensor detail, different color a bit. This one's more of a goldy copper color. Maybe this is just a later released one, something like that. Anyway, if you know, let me know. But more Micro Machines. All right, next up, another one of these little ones from Japan, the USS Saratoga. Very tiny, but very cool. Got those little X-Wing fighter sensor things on the side there. But yeah, the little USS Saratoga. And again, very small. So, moving on. And another one of the Japanese ones, there's the Enterprise and another smaller Enterprise underneath. This one's the same size as the Constellation that I showed you guys earlier, going up against the Doomsday Machine. But this is how they come. They come in like a small size and then an even smaller size, which is neat. So we got those. So this is a tiny little Katinga. Oh, that's where that other one's from. This one here, I showed you already. So, yeah, okay. This was one of the game ones, but it's not. This is one of the ones from Japan with the big version and then the smaller version. But even the big version is tiny. So, oh, hey, how's it going? All right. Next up is one of the Romulan D7s, otherwise known as V11 Stormhawks. See, that boom is bent pretty good. Now, this isn't the paint scheme for them, but I wanted to have a Romulan version, so painted it like this. There are different versions for the V11 Stormhawk, which look better, obviously, but I tried to put the bird on the bottom there. I gotta bend that boom back. See, the weight and the soft metal just causes problems, and you can bend them back, you just have to be very, very careful. So anyway, yeah, the V11 Stormhawk from FASA Andor Starfleet Battles. The last of my dreadnoughts here is one of the shovel heads, as they're called, but it's the same, it's like a brother to this one. And of course, then you got the real Federation class. Hold on. The real Federation class there with the nacelles that stick up. These ones are flat, and I cannot recall the difference between these. But yeah, those exist. They're a thing. Almost done, guys. We got a Micro Machines Klingon Bird of Prey. Nice markings on that. Much thicker guns than the FASA one that I showed you in the other room. But, so there's that. Another one of those little Japanese ones, super small, as you can see. But this is the Stargazer. So yeah, Stargazer. Also in here, I had one of my little keychains which probably doesn't work. Oh, it still does. There's no sound, but it does light up. Tiny little phaser. We've also got a little razor crest. And one last thing. And lastly, my Poe Dameron Bandai little tiny kit, which actually has a broken gun, god damn it. And then this one as well. But yeah, the two of the Bandai, and they're very small as well, but fun to make. So, all right, and then of course in the box we've got a bunch of stands and for some reason, oh, these are the Japanese ones, Japanese instructions for those tiny little ones. Those are the stands there. There's the Saratoga and the Horizon, and then how to assemble them. I don't have the Enterprise E. I do have the NX-01. I also have this Cardassian, or the Deep Space Nine space station as well. It's just not in this box, but all these instructions are the same. They're just duplicates of each other. So anyway, but yeah, that's the box, and this is the shattered remains of all this stuff that I have to find something to do with now. Anyway, hold on, there's one more thing, one more surprise. Back to the beginning of the video, the Excelsior, I got it fixed, and yeah, the FASA Excelsior. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, guys. All right, everyone, there you have it. A look at some of my little miniatures. I gotta find room to display them. Some I'm going to fix up, put on the stands, take care of. Other ones, I don't know. Some of them are kind of in rough shape, so I don't know, we'll see. I just don't have anywhere to put them right this second. When I finally do get this basement organized into my like man den, man cave, nerd room, we'll probably have a spot for them then, and we will of course go over that when that time comes. So until then, they're still being stored. I just wanted to show you guys because I thought I'd make a fun little video and maybe drum up some feelings or memories for you guys. If you know anything about any of these, or if you had any of these, if you want any, if you didn't know they existed, I want to hear all your thoughts and comments down below. As always, really care what you guys think, and so make sure you comment, please, and you know, check out other videos and stuff. But in the meantime, hit that like button, smash that thumbs up, we really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, as well as the Trekyards channel, where we talk about Star Trek all the time. We love Star Trek, so check that out as well. And check out another video from me right over here. I'm going to put in the Furata Grissom. Yeah, put that video right there. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley, signing off. Bye, guys.